Welcome back, guys. We're on part 8. This is Fort Frolic. When you begin, just make sure you save your game first because there's a random trophy. We're going to get out of the way now. One with the slot machines. Yeah, this is a random trophy, misc one, so just make sure you save your game first just so you can reload afterwards. Basically, just on your left as you begin, there's these slot machines and you just need to keep gambling until you get the jackpots. And there you go. Once you get a jackpot, you get the trophy Lucky Winner. Lucky Winner. And with the jackpot, it may take you a long time to do this. It's sort of random. Every time I've done it, it's taken me only a few minutes. So I've been quite lucky, but it may take you a bit longer. And then once you've got that trophy, just reload that safe back, just so you get all your money back. You do get a 250 from the jackpot, so if you end up with more than what you started with, obviously you may want to just keep on going. Obviously, and once you begin, make sure your difficulty is still on easy. And disable Vita Chambers is still on. And with this level, what we're going to do now, because the last few levels, once the crafting materials became available to loot, we should have enough now to do what we need to do for the trophies, trophy-wise. I'm still going to loot a few things here, just get some more enzyme, some of the enzyme samples, just because we're going to need a few more than what I have. But after this level, other than the few things I loot here specifically, I will not be really doing any more looting, except for enemies that we kill. So you begin, you come down there, and the bath sphere will disappear. And just wait a moment till Cohen starts talking. And once he's finished, this door here will open. And you'll be ambushed by about 6 spider slicers. Now a load of tripwires appear, that's why I've got this little trash bin in front of me. And I'm just going to pick it up and use it to set off all the tripwires. These can do quite a lot of damage even on easy, so do watch your health just to be safe. And that's where the first 2 spawn from. If you still need to get pictures of spider slicers, get them now. And I'm just going to loot a few things while I'm waiting for spiders to spawn, because the other 4 will spawn from here, these vents up above. That's it, and 2 more. Last 2 will spawn. Yeah, this level, it can be quite long. It's quite a long level actually. It's probably, going forward, there's probably not going to be any more levels longer than this one going forward. It's mainly a looting, because we're not really going to be looting anymore. That's what's going to keep all these other levels really short. So eventually this door will open. You kill the 6 splicers. Sando will talk again, and there's a automatic hack tool up there. You don't need it, but I just sucked it down for my telekinesis while I'm waiting. Yeah, basically you have to complete his masterpiece here, and there's a action here which if you perform it you can mess up a lot of trophies. I'll mention it to you a bit later. So this is your first audio file stood up again, and that's just here at the top of the upper atrium at the top of the steps. First audio file stood up again, and we're going to come through here and get ready to zap that security camera. Press that switch, call the elevator down, and then while the elevator's making its way down to us, we're going to destroy the camera. And I'm just going to loot the immediate area quickly. You can go upstairs here and get a audio file up there, but there's a locked room up there which opens near the end of the level, and so we'll just go and get the audio file then when we go to the locked room and get some more collectibles. Yeah, so basically what you have to do here, you have to make your way around the level, taking picture of 4 specific enemies after you've killed them, and then you have to sort of complete, you have to put the pictures on a masterpiece in the front of the theatre, and then Cohen will appear. And once he appears, if you kill him, you miss a trophy, so you need to keep him alive, so do not attack him. And here, actually in the theatre, you need to shoot the piano, or this dude playing piano. He's a pretty bad player anyway, so you don't want to listen. And he'll explode, and then take a picture of his body, and that'll be the first one. And then we're going to make our way up here, and you'll find a tonic alarm expert in the Fleet Hall Theatre. There you go, take that tonic, just jump up to that ledge and then jump over to it, then drop down off the side there. And basically coming back out now, back to the sort of atrium, the staircase. Yeah, see them 4 pictures there? Them 4 frames? That's where you need to put the pictures down when you've taken them. The first one you have to put down, but the other 3 you can put them down all at the same time. But you see what I'm going to do when we get there. But we've just come back up these steps. And because there's a second audio file, the doubters, in here in this sort of art room sort of thing. Yeah, the doubters, second audio file. And now the dialogue is finished. You come down here and the Sander will start talking again about its masterpiece. And once you get the action, the prompt, you can place the picture on that first frame. And you'll get the last weapon, the crossbow. Yeah, so you have all the weapons by then. When it comes to upgrading, by the way, you don't have to have every weapon upgraded at once. Because on my other account, yeah, there is a crossbow. The golden crossbow. Pick it up. That's your last weapon. And we're just going to come in the back here now. Smash that camera. Basically, once you've placed that first picture, there's an audio file here, by the way. Come to the record store. Yeah, once you place that first picture, you'll open the door in order to head into the next area, which we'll be going to soon. This corpse here has 4 distilled water. That's why I'll come and loot it. 4 distilled water. Yeah, some loot, some corpses and containers have fixed loot, but most of it is random. Just kill them first few enemies. And in this back room we've got another audio file. I think this is the Wild Bunny. Yeah, here we go. Just in this back room in this shop. The Wild Bunny. Yeah, when it comes to upgrading weapons, you can actually once you've upgraded the weapon once, it saves you for profile, by the way. Another audio file here, Artist's Feud. Artist's Feud. And once you've got that, smash that security camera. There we go, just so it doesn't alert reinforcements. And around the back here, there's a trash bin. It's got 1 distilled water in, so I like to loot that one. And then we're going to come into here and into the tobacco shop. And you got power to the people, an upgrade machine. So I'm going to go for chemical thrower range because that's just what I was upgrading last. There we go, 2 fully upgraded weapons. And that's where it is, Le Marquis d'Arpouk. Turn around and on the floor by this corpse, another audio file. Fancy cigarettes. There we go, yeah, just next to the audio machine, in between the dude's legs. Now come out here, turn left and destroy a sentry gun. There's going to be a few enemies on your way out here. And you're going to find a nitro splicer here that spawns at the bar. He finally turned up for his job. There we go. I did actually max him before, so I'm doing it now. There we go, fully researched nitro splicer. There you go. You will come across a lot of nitro splicers later on, by the way. So if you still need more to get a trophy, don't worry, there will be more later. Right, now we can head into the Poseidon. I think it's Poseidon. Yes, there we go, into the ice area. Now, you can defrost that, defrost the trash bin. That corpse has 3 distilled water, so I like to loot it. And got an audio fire there, just stuck on the left in the ice. The Iceman cometh. There you go, just make sure you loot it. So I don't know why when I look at my map it's like, there I am, that's where I am. It's lobbing me right in the top left for some reason. Normally when you open the map it zooms in onto where you are. But not in this instance. So here there's going to be one of them enemies we have to kill, like a key enemy. Which after you kill him you have to take pictures. For your personal album. There we go, this always happens, he freezes you. There we go, don't worry, you do defrost.
Bitch left me to freeze.
Yeah, this little chicken.
I've got a pose all picked out.
And yeah, he's not hard to kill, not an easy. Especially not an easy. There we go, we're free. No longer are we rock hard. So this trash bin here, I like to do this trash bin because it has it has 2 enzyme samples inside. Yeah, so loot that trash bin. That's always got an enzyme sample inside. Underneath that ice that I mounted earlier, you got a automatic hacking tool and a crossbow ammo. So this dude here, Martin Finnegan, kill him, and then loot the frozen field tonic from his corpse. There you go, loot it from his corpse and then take a picture of him. There you go, so he can show off his defeat. Right, and after I've took a picture of him, you can go and get the rest, but I like to come back straight away because it spawns, if you do it this way, it spawns a Big Daddy. So back to the bottom of the atrium, to where the stage was. There we go, Big Daddy there. And once you get a chance, yeah, place that picture, Finnegan's photo. And you got your first Big Daddy here. This is a bouncer actually, a bouncer. Yeah, you should get a trophy here for taking picture of every single enemy type. And Big Daddy type and little sister. Yeah, so a bouncer, they're the Big Daddies with the drill arms. And it's only this level and the medical pavilion where you actually encounter these. So obviously I'm going to make sure I'm going to match all my pictures with him, then kill him, and then rescue the little sister. Do not harvest, rescue. Yeah, at the end of this level, we actually get the trophy for researching every particular enemy to max. And I actually have to farm the bouncers a little bit in order to get it. Because like I say, after this level, we don't encounter no more bouncers except for one at the very end. So if you do not have it by now, you want to really just do it here, just to get the research out of the way, and it also gives you more damage what you do to them anyway. So we've placed that second picture, sorry, and we've got that bouncer, and we're just coming in here now. Now it is very easy to get lost here, sort of like a bigger shopping complex. So coming in here, and you got an audio file there. I was a bit quick picking it up, so I'm just going to show you what it was. So that's Ryan's stable boy, and that's where we were. And afterwards, drop down here, and you can't get back up. You have to wait for little scene just above you. There you go. The next sort of key enemy is going to appear, and he's going to blow up the vent. There you go, that dude. There you go, he's going to lob a Molotov in the vent, and then we should be able to come through here. You may have to wait a second before you can come in. And there we go. And then out here, and you'll get ambushed now by a few spider slices. Well, it's about 5. They normally drop down. They're always normally on fire, so eventually they do die just from the flames. But once you see a dialogue at the bottom, sprint to the front door. Yeah, once you see a dialogue, that indicates all the spider slices are dead, and the front door will open. So once you see the dialogue, there we go. Cobb will start talking. Come out here and start mailing him really quickly. There we go. You can loot his body and then take a picture of Silas Cobb. There we go. That's the third picture we need. So one more picture, and we're going to do these two at the same time. And there's the Big Daddy there. Now what you want to do on this level, since you spot a Big Daddy, you really want to wait for them until they go to little sister, if they haven't spawned one yet. So I'm just going to come up here. There we go, and take my pictures. Wrench Jockey 2, that's for getting him to level 2, I think. There we go, little sister as well. Okay, Tom, get rid of the bouncer, and then rescue the little sister. Bubbles, she's dead. Don't worry, another one will spawn. There you go, purify her. That's it, and then once you've got the Adam, we'll move on.
Thank you.
Just seeing if I can get another picture there. There we go. Perfect cameraman. Right, so what I do next, there's not really any specific order you need to do this in. This is the order I like to do it. I come into here, and you want to smash that camera. A little secret in here, by the way, behind the counter. That's like a save room switch. There it is. So behind the counter in Sinclair Spirits, hit that switch. And that chest, by the way, has alcohol and distilled water. And down in the basement, you got the second upgrade weapon machine here. And yeah, so just pick any, doesn't really matter. I always use my wrench anyway. And after you've used it, turn around and kill that enemy. If I don't kill that enemy, this next area doesn't seem to open up. So kill that enemy that appears behind you. come in here and there's another secret basement area just down here. Like I say, if you don't kill that enemy near that upgrade machine, this doesn't seem to open up. Right, and there's a tonic right in the far right corner. Now there's a nice little blue one. Extra nutrition, number 2. So that's a tonic, guys, at the back of this room. Right, it's going to loot this, turn around, make your way out. Now you can kill these spider slicers on your way out. There should be 3 that spawn afterwards. Just making sure that I've got my max research with them. Right, so once you've got them, we're going to head back out here. And this is the next room I go in. The way I'm doing this, I find it's... The way I do this, it spawns the big daddies in a good way for me. But, well, it did before my practice runs. I don't think it really happens right now. But I'm just going to come behind here, kill these few enemies, and there's an audio file here. Fontaine's army. There you go. And to get into the bottom of this room, you have to come in from that top door. Because this bottom door, you have to unlock it from the inside. There you go. That audio file, Fontaine's army. Yeah, she's glitched up there. That happens sometimes. They just stand there waiting, hoping the big daddy's going to respawn or magically resurrect. Now get ready to destroy that camera there. It doesn't matter if you spawn the bots, but they just get a bit annoying, so I just try and destroy the cameras. Up here we've got an audio file on top of the snooker table. There we go. Bump Cool Pepper. Yeah, Bump Cool Pepper. And as you've noticed, I'm only looting enemies that I kill, and I'm only looting a few certain containers, which I have mentioned to you, because they've normally got enzyme samples inside, distilled water. And normally when I drop down here before on my practice runs, there's always a big daddy here, but not in this instance, so we're just going to ignore it and move on. Get rid of the spider first. There we go. I'm just going to come in this room, and there's a audio file there. Guns blazing audio file. Yeah, thing with big daddies, I think they're on like a timer as well. If you're too quick, they don't spawn in time where they did before, just because you're being a bit quicker. Which come into here in this sort of night lounge sort of place, and I just head into that back corridor, and the little scene will start, and then I've come over here back out, and you can buy film from here. Yeah, because a little bit of dialogue plays out, and you have to wait for dialogue to finish before the door opens. That's why I went inside, came back out, got my film, and then back in here. See, it's still not open. Once the dialogue's finished, this will open. There we go. And you'll come in here, get a flashback, and you'll get that audio file. Pregnancy. Would you kindly pick that audio file up? Corpse A can loot it for fine gin if you want to. Come back out here, and the 4th and last key enemy here. Just quickly melee him to death. There we go, Hector Rodriguez. So you can loot his body and then take your final picture. So that's all the photos we've got. And where he sat at the bar, he's left an audio file for you. It's all grift. So pick that up, it's on the bar. And come in here now, I'm going to head upstairs. Remember, if you do miss anything, guys, check the description. I've got all timestamps there, and you can check, make sure you've not missed anything. And at the end of this video, I will show you what audio files you should have anyway, just before we finish the video. So 2 drone guns there, I just destroyed them. And what I was doing there, I ran up quickly to see if there's a big daddy spawned. It hadn't. So I'm just coming back down now, because we've basically done this area now. And yeah, there's that other big daddy. She's still stuck there. Oh, there we go. We've got a big daddy. So I'm just going to get some more pictures. See, it's funny, he wasn't there before when I jumped up, and then I came underneath and it spawned. Like I say, sometimes it just depends how quick you are, and if you get far enough away from an area, they'll spawn in. So I'm just going to follow him to the next point where he's going to spawn a little sister. But it looks like he's got confused. He's got confused here because he thinks that little sister is obviously messing with his optics. So I'm just going to have to kill this one, and we'll sort it out later. I have to spawn another. Yeah, silly little sister. It's messed him up. Now what I did here, I actually saved and reloaded to see if it fixed that little glitch, but it didn't do anything, so I just left it. So I'm just making our way back out here now. We're going to put them last two pictures on the picture frames. Don't worry about a third little sister. There is 3 little sisters on this map. We'll get the other one a little bit later in the level. So just going to come down here now. We're going to place all the pictures. There you go. You cannot place a 4th one until, because once you place the 3rd one, there'll be like you'll get ambushed by a load of enemies. And them lock boxes, by the way, when you've killed an enemy, when their body eventually despawns, sometimes they leave them little lock boxes. Yes, them lock boxes are normally where there was an enemy that you killed earlier. They don't always appear though, and they seem to appear more the further into the game you get, the more they seem to appear. So I don't think I remember them appearing earlier on. So yeah, he's got a load of enemies you got to fight now. So basically, like a combination, you'll have thugs, leadheads, and spider slicers. So if you're still missing research on some of them, that one was obviously dancing to the music. Yeah, if you still need some research, you can get it now. Probably about 20 enemies or so you have to kill here. They're all entranced. You know when you've got them all because there'll be like an objective complete. There we go. Goal complete. Defeat Cohen splicers. Now place the last picture. Pick up the gift first that appears. It's only a little shitty gift. There we go. Happy Christmas. That's it. Place the last picture of Hector Rodriguez. Once you get a chance. There we go. Finish this masterpiece. And you'll get a trophy for that as well. Completed Cohen's masterpiece. Now there's Sander Cohen. Do not kill him. If you kill him on a later level, he will not spawn and you will not be able to access his apartment and get a trophy. So I'm just coming over to Gatherer's Garden now to get a gift from Little Sisters, and I'm getting a Hypnotised Big Daddy number 2 there. Hypnotised Big Daddy number 2. And yeah, I'm just buying a few more slots now as well. So I bought a new physical tonic slot and I bought a new engineering tonic slot. Right now, Sander Cohen has spawned his secret room in the in this theatre upstairs. It will be open now. So just going to quickly come in here. You need to wait about 2 minutes anyway for him to walk down to the display, admire it. Musical insult audio log there, guys. Musical insult audio log. There you go. And this room's normally locked, by the way, but once Sander spawns, it opens. And there's another audio file. Requiem for Andrew Ryan. Yeah, pick that up. And then you got a tonic, electric flesh up here on the shelf. Electric flesh. There we go. That's all the audio files, by the way. That's all the audio files on this level. But it's one more tonic, which Sander Cohen is going to show us. He's going to reveal for us. Just come back down here to the atrium. And there we go. He's opened it now, the little chamber. So we get medical expert number 2. There we go, in lower atrium. And that's the last collectible on this level, guys. And that other one next to him on the left, that's what you get if you kill him, by the way. But like I say, we do not want to kill him. Do not kill Sander Cohen, whatever you do. We need to leave him alive for a later level. It's very, very important. And then we're just coming back in here now, and I'm just going to show you how to sort of farm the bouncers. Now, like I say, the bouncers only spawn on this level and the medical pavilion, and there's one at the end of the game, only one. But he's downstairs. I did actually miss him when I came around the corner. You could just see him, but I missed him. But here he is. So I need to wait for him to spawn a little sister, but I'm going to get some more pictures as well. So that's level 3 I just hit with him. I just got damage +2. Level 3. And when it comes to spawning Big Daddies, by the way, I think it's like 1 to 2 minute timer before another one can spawn. I think when you first enter a level, you come across quite a lot very quick, but that's normally because there's depending on how you go through a level, there'll be like scripted appearances where they always appear there in that order. But when it comes to spawning them manually, you need to normally wait about 2 minutes between each spawn. I'm just checking how much I've got there, enzyme samples. Yeah, I'm just checking how much it is between each spawn. And here I'm just checking how much I have for later. I'm remembering now, on the next level we actually do a bit more. We actually loot a few containers as well. A few specific ones where you always get enzyme samples. Yeah, so it's going to spawn little sister here. And I take pictures if I haven't... I don't think I've maxed little sister. There's only 3 on this level. This will be the last one. And like I say, after this we're going to farm a few big daddies. Yeah, if the big daddies, once you do this farming, if the big daddies stop spawning, because I think there may be only a fixed amount that can spawn in as well. Yeah, if they stop spawning, just carry on to the end of the level, go through the bathysphere, and then come back. Yeah, go through the bathysphere and then come back. And you should be able to do it all over again. Now you notice there I haven't quite maxed out Little Sisters yet. I've not quite maxed out the research, but I do get the research trophy here. It's because what happened is I actually got a few levels into the game and then I forgot that I hadn't done this. I forgot about the bouncers only appearing here and Medical Pavilion. So what I do, I come in here and then I wait for 2 minutes. Just wait for 2 minutes in here and then come back through here and another bouncer should have spawned and you can get a few more pictures. And that's what I keep on doing now, guys. I have cut this a little bit, just so I don't waste too much time. So once you took pictures, back in here, wait for a few minutes, and then come back, and you should find one in that sort of same place again, sort of in this sort of shopping complex area. Take your pictures, kill him, and then go back. And then just keep doing that, guys. Yeah, you want to wait about 2 minutes and then come back in and another one should have spawned. Like I say, if no more are spawning, it may be because you need to sort of complete the area, sort of warp away and then warp back. So just make your way to the end, warp away in the bathysphere, warp back and then come back and do this. There we go. I'm back in here, waiting 2 minutes. Waiting 2 minutes in here, then going back over there and taking more pictures. Yeah, I do pop the trophy here, but like I say, because I had to come, what I've done, I've come back and I've just edited it into this video because this is where you are and this is where you want to do it, and it'd just be more optimal for you guys to do it this way rather than what I had to do. Where I forgot about this and I progressed a little bit and then I had to come all the way back here. Right, so this should be the last one. This is where the trophy will pop. Like I said, I've still got to do Little Sister. There we go, maxed, and you'll get that fully researched bouncer. And assuming you've researched every single enemy, Little Sister and Big Daddy, you'll get research PhD trophy. Now I should get that when doing Little Sisters, because watching this video, that would be the last thing I researched. But like I say, because I had to edit this in, the Big Daddy, the bouncer, was actually the last enemy I researched. So once you've done that and you're happy, it's going to make our way through here now and back to the bathysphere. You remember that bathysphere from the start, which sort of dips under the water? Now you can actually access it. And I'll show you the audio files in a minute, what you should have audio file wise. Yes, there you go. You can now go into the bathysphere. Yeah, so like I say, if no more Big Daddies are spawning, just warp away and then warp back. So these are what you should have. So go into Fort Frolic, and I think, is it 10? Sorry, not 10. 15, I think. Yeah, 15 audio files you should have, guys. So just take them off if you're missing any. They're always in the audio, you pick them up, by the way. If you miss any, look in the description, guys, and check the timestamps. Right, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.